A few stitches back and forth. Once the head and shell are secured together, this thread on the needle goes back and forth inside the head. Cut off any excess thread. Next, hook his limbs. Use the white thread to hook his legs. Let's cut out a little bit. Cut out about 80-90 centimeters. Because his legs are thinner, so you don't have to hook it all up. Hook with 3 strands. A thread is made up of 4 strands. Take a small strand out of the thread here. Pull up the rest of the thread. His legs are looped with 5 short needles. There are 3 rounds of 5 short pins. Wrap the thread around your hand. 还起短针。Hook the first short needle. Fasten the marker button. Fifth 12345. 5 short hooks. Pull the thread on this side to close the loop. Redraw and first pin. Put the back end of the thread on the crochet hook as you pull. Take the thread out and pull it through all the coils on the needle. Pull the drawing pin tight and hook a rising pin. Start the second loop. The second round is also 5 short pins. The first stitch of the coil. It was when the stitch that I just pulled started to get a little hard to wear. Lift the coil to see where the needle ends. The first short pin to hook the marker. Second pin. Hook the 5 short pins of the second circle. Lengthen the coil. Now it forms a natural arc. It's the reverse side out. Flip it over again. Make it face out. The coil can be adjusted longer here. Use this side to draw. First stitch here. After pulling through the first coil, pull the line over here. Pull down the drawn coil that you just stretched. And then bring the front circle into the back circle. Hook a standing pin. Start the third loop. We don't have to mark the third lap, because then we won't have to pull it. Count the first stitch, 2. Pick up the thread after the 5th stitch. We can pull the loop in front of the first one. Tighten the last loop and then pull the line you just pulled out. Cut off the one left out. Wait for a picture with the body seam. That'll finish one of his legs. Hook the 4 legs in the same way, with all 4 legs hooked. Cut out a white thread about 50 centimeters long. Also split it into 3 pieces. Hook his tail. Its tail is 3 braid pins. Go around and bring the wire. You have to pick tails. After the hook is finished, pull it out. This is the first stitch. Then pour over the second eye. Just hook one side of him through. The needle is drawn directly through the coil on the needle. Put the point of the crochet hook down. Pass through the previous coil, and then into the next needle. Go along the side of the finger hook, or a drawing needle to pull over. After drawing, hook a lock pin. Then pick out the thread. This is his tail. Hook it all up and sew its legs on. The top lap of the leg is undrawn. There's a little gap here, small notch facing up, towards the side of its shell. Find the leg position on the top of the shell. We could use a few more stitches at the root. Sew it to the outermost. This 1.5 laps outside the 3rd circle. After sewing, you can thread the thread back and forth to other places. Cut off any excess. The side of the gap is facing up. Just check the tail and sew it in the middle of the back. Put the other end of the tail. Then put it on your body. Four-legged. Put the eyes on. First, find the position of the eyes behind the second lap. Make a hole with a needle. Get your eyes in there. Eyes under the pillar. Sometimes there are little burrs. It's hard to wear when you wear it. Just cut out the little burrs. Find a symmetrical position and wear it. Wear it to see if it's symmetrical. When you're ready, tape your eyes. Light or bake the glue stick. Bake the glue sticks. Put a little glue on the eye beads. After applying the glue, be sure to quickly pierce the inside of the head, because this glue dries quickly. Put the turtle together. Hook up his two suspenders. It's on his front leg. Just pick any hole. Use the light green line. First, bring the thread through the hole you just made. Bring it out after the hook braid needle. About 20 braid hooks. Take out the hook capybara body and compare. The last braid is long. Put the turtle right behind him. Hook us up in braids. Go over his arm. See if you can get the last stitch into his shell. That's it, if you like 20 braids. And if that's not enough, you can add a few more braids until he can carry it. because each person has a different pin tightness. So he'll be a little bit different in size. Just hook it to the length you need. Look for any hole in the back of the leg. Come through the hook and pull a draw needle out. Pull from the top circle. Pull straight back after pulling. Leave about 20 centimeters to cut. Then pick out the thread. Go back and forth in the shell. Cut off. And the one on top goes in the shell too. That'll fit one of his suspenders. The other side can be symmetrical to the side. I just hooked 20 braids here. You can also hook 20 braids on the other side. The needle is on top to hook the thread. Any hole in the back. Just hook the line and pull it out. Leave 20 centimeters to cut off. A long thread can be threaded inside a few more times. Increased friction prevents the tape from unraveling. The short one on the top just hide the thread. This side is stuck on the arm, and then pull the clip onto the arm here.